Hello students, in today's topic we are going to cover the architecture of VHDL from chapter 3 Introduction to VHDL subject VLSI 22062. As we know that the architecture denotes the description of how the circuit should behave or function. Then the syntax of architecture was also covered in the last lecture. That was you have to write the architecture, that is the reserved word, then the name of the architecture, of is the reserved word, and then the name of the entity is, then there if you are having some declaration part, then begin and the code, end and architecture name ended with semicolon. Also we have covered different types of architecture models. So we have already covered structural model of architecture. It is also called as gate level model. Then today we are going to cover data flow model. So in today's topic we are going to cover the architecture of data flow model. So in data flow model, the flow of data through the entity is expressed using concurrent signal assignment statements. This statement execute concurrently, that is in parallel. The statement contained in the model assigns the values to the signals. The signal assignment statement is of the form A less than or equal to B. So here you can see A is the value, output value, and the B is the input, and the assignment statement less than or equal to is an assignment statement. Signal A gets the value of signal B, and signal B is in the sensitivity list of this statement. Here is the syntax of data flow. So the syntax is, you have to mention the reserved word architecture, then you have to write the data flow of mux is the entity name. Here this is the example which is given is, then you have, if you are having any signal declarations, that is done after is, and then the begin word, and after that you are going to write the statements, and then end and data flow, end with semicolon. So this is the syntax of data flow. Signal assignment statement is executed whenever a signal is in its sensitivity list changes value. Time delay can also be introduced in the signal. Assignment statement is one example is shown here. Here it is written A is less than or equal to B, but it is not less than, it is assigned, A is assigned the value of B after 10 nanoseconds. That means signal A gets the value of B after a lapse of 10 nanoseconds. Here example of data flow model of AND gate is shown here. So it is an AND gate with input A and B and output is Q. So first you have to declare the entity. The declaration of the entity is shown here. Entity AND2, then is, and the inputs A and B are written in ports. So you can see here port A comma B, which is an input bit, and Q is an output bit, and 2. And then the architecture of data flow model is written. You can see here architecture data flow of and 2 is begin. So after begin you are going to write the statements. So Y is assigned a value of A and B after 10 nanoseconds, and data flow and 2, and with semicolon. So this is how you are going to write the architecture of the data flow model. This is the simplest. Here there is no declaration made before after is. So we will carry out that example also. Now consider this. In this example, it's an example of full adder, but a small architecture of data flow is only shown here. The entity declaration is not shown here. So you can see here, for full adder, sum is equal to your architecture data flow of full adder is. Then the declaration part is mentioned here in the form of signal. You can see here signal S colon bit. So S is a signal with data as a bit, and then starts with the begin word, and then the statements are written here inside the begin. So S is defined here. S is assigned a value of A XOR B, and sum is assigned the value of S XOR C in after 10 nanoseconds, and C out is the carry which is generated of the full adder. So that is assigned as A and B or S and C in after 5 nanoseconds, and data flow. So this was the example with the declaration of the signal. Signal is always mentioned after is. So one more example we are going to see here is of OR gate. OR gate is having inputs A and B and Q output. So here entity is also declared as well as architecture of data flow is declared. So entity name is OR2. So entity OR2 is, then the port declares the inputs as well as the data as well as its data type, that is whether it is bit or byte or whatever it is declared in the port. So you can see here port AB is the input bit and Q is output bit. Then end of entity end OR2 semicolon. The architecture data flow of OR2 is begin. Here declaration part is not there. Y is less than or equal to A or B after 10 nanoseconds. So as since it is an OR gate, so it is ORing A or B, and the output Q is here. And here by mistake instead of Q, Y has been written, but it is Q. So A or B after 10 nanoseconds and data flow OR2. So one more example of NOT gate is mentioned here. So again here A is the input and Q is the output. So entity is declared name as NOT2 is port A is the input bit, Q is output bit, and NOT2 architecture data flow of NOT2 is begin, and here Y is assigned NOT A after 10 nanoseconds and data flow NOT2. So NOT operation will take place on A, and that will be the value of NOT A will be stored in Y. That should be Q actually. Now next example which is shown here is XOR gate using data flow model. So A and B is the input and Y is the output. And here the basic equation of XOR gate is used, that is A B bar or with A bar B, and that equation is written in the coding you can see here. So first the entity declaration, entity XOR2 is port A and B are input bits and Q is the output bit here. So here actually Y is the output bit, so instead Q there should be Y, and XOR2 architecture data flow XOR2 of XOR2 is begin. Y is assigned a value of A and not B. So here B bar means, not B means B bar, or B and not A, so that is A bar, and the whole equation is mentioned in this begin, after begin, then end data flow XOR2 semicolon. So this is how we have to write the data flow model architecture. Now here we are going to discuss about the signal assignment statements. So in data flow model you can use different signal assignment statements. They are of two types: conditional signal assignment statements and selected signal assignment statements. So we are going to see this in detail. So here you can see the conditional signal assignments allow a signal to be one of the several values based on certain conditions to be satisfied. So depending upon the conditions, one data will be selected, as in multiplexer. So this is the case where multiplexer is a case in which, if you remember, there are status signals, then you are having one input and many output, and the input will be transferred to one output one at a time depending upon the select signal. So there where we can use this type of signal statements. So it uses keywords when and else. Boolean operators such as and, or, not, and XOR and relational operators can also be used along with them. So when you are using when and else statements, you can use the other and or operators as well with them. So here is one example of conditional signal assignment. So you can see here the whole program is written here. First is the library declaration, as we have discussed. So library IEEE is been used. Then you have to use a word use keyword IEEE dot standard logic 1164.all. Then entity is multiplexer, 2 is port, and here you can see there are two inputs. Sorry, multiplexer is having many inputs and one output. So here two inputs, one output, and a select line, one single select line. As input and the select lines, A, B is the input, and select lines are declared as input standard logic, and output Y is declared as output standard logic, and multiplexer 2. Architecture data flow mux of mux2 is begin. So here we are going to write in the data flow as a data flow model. So begin starts. Now here we are going to use when and else statements, conditional statement. So here you can see output Y will be A. So will be A if S is equal to 0. So there you can see here output Y is assigned as A when S is equal to 0, else B. So else Y will be assigned a value of B, and data flow mux2 semicolon. So this is how we can use the conditional statements when and else. The another statement is selected signal assignment statement. Now in this, it allows the signal to be assigned one of the several values based on selection criteria. It begins with the keyword with, specifies the selection criteria, and then select keyword. So here, so the last statement conditional was when with else, and now this is with and when. So here you can see the syntax is like this. If you are using a with statement, we are going to study all these things in detail in chapter 4 as well. So syntax is with is a reserved keyword, and then select signal, select is a keyword which I have highlighted in red color. Then you have to write a signal name, assign value 1 when value 1 of select signal, value 2 when value 2 of select signal, value 3 when value 3 of select signal, go on, and when value default when others. So we will see one example. So this is the example showing using with and when select signal assignment. You can see first library IEEE is declared. So library IEEE use IEEE dot standard logic 1164.all. Then entity is declared here. Multiplexer 2 is port ABS is the input. standard logic, and Y is output standard logic and multiplexer 2. Architecture data flow of MUX2 is begin, with S select. Now here S is the select line. Depending on that, the inputs A and B will be transferred to output Y. So what you have to do is here with select, S is the select. So you have to mention that S select and assign output Y will be assigned A when 0. So here you have to assign a direct value. So if S is when 0, comma, B when others, and data flow of MUX2 semicolon. So this is how we are going to use with and when statements, select signal assignment statements. I hope you have understood the data flow model, the use of the statements, that is conditional statements and selected signal statements. Thank you.